right now we basically got First Take Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. They talking about Kyrie Irving and what he said post game after they played the Cavs. When I seen the interview, I seen a little bit of it. Where Kyrie was like, I'm gonna focus on more things than just basketball. Of course, he's basically saying, of course, I think about basketball. I play it. It's my craft or whatever. Woo. But I feel like my purpose is explaining or being a part of or showing my attention towards what's going on in the outside world, you know what I'm saying, that I'm living in. So, of course, they're going to run with it, bro, even though the Nets are the fucking second seed in the East and are probably going to win the championship. Of course, they want to pick this up, fam. So, let's go ahead and get into this. Of course, Kyrie Irving is my favorite player, fam. Favorite player to watch, favorite player, period, and he a killer. And he going to get it done in the playoffs. I ain't worried about that. But I want to hear what these niggas got to say, and then if I want to debate about it, y'all can, because a lot of y'all niggas be tripping, like, as far as, like, on Facebook and Instagram, and, you know, I be in the comments, bro, when it comes to certain motherfuckers I like in the entertaining business, you know what I'm saying? I'll be one of the first to admit. Let's go ahead and get into this shit, though.
Wait a second. Kyrie Irving.
And I'm not going, okay, I know this is their job, Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. They're not the ones that just be like, okay, we got to talk about this tomorrow. This is what whoever's in charge, like, it's a team over there, first off. And somebody got to come up with the topics each and every day. And then Max and Stephen A., they got to find a way to debate about it. So I'm not gonna say everything just on them. They can say some better shit than this. I already know they finna say some bullshit, bro.
Really doesn't get how he's been coming across. So let me try.
He does get it. He doesn't care. Y'all say they're trying to change the man on how he act, bro. He is doing just fine, fam. And motherfuckers be mad because he be missing games and shit like that. I mean, okay, I kind of feel that, but fam, he's an NBA player, fam. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do, fam. Just because you got to go to work every single day, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at a basketball player that's making millions, bro. You can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? And bro, he don't give a fuck about what y'all think. That's where y'all be fucking up at. He don't give a fuck what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? But
try to break this down. Do you really think that people don't care that others are starving? Do you really think that people don't care that people are dying? Do you really think that people don't care? It could be the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Of course people care out there, fam, but are they really just bringing it up? No. Bro, America is greedy as fuck, bro. We know that shit already, bro. The fuck we talking about? Of course the typical human being probably gonna care about it, especially the females, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. The females is way more sensitive than we are. They be fucked up about animals, bro. So how you think they gonna feel about humans? Of course people care, you know what I'm saying? But a professional athlete, entertainer, a comedian, a rapper, a singer, whatever, are they really just gonna be talking about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Just bringing it up? No, man. That's the whole point. But it's Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving think he just so smart, but he ain't trying to be smart. He just explained to y'all, this is who I am, and this is what y'all gonna get from me for the remainder of my career, and so on, when I'm not playing basketball 24/7. But they steady trying to, you feel me? Because it's popular, you know what I'm saying?
It could be racism and prejudice. It could be our nation's sordid history involving slavery and beyond. It could be all of those things. He doesn't realize that when he says stuff the way that he's saying, you're implying that other people don't care. But you do. I know Kyrie cares. I truly believe his heart is in the right place. I would also like to remind Kyrie Irving that you played 17 games as a collegiate athlete, but you still ended up going in the NBA and generating millions of dollars for yourself.
What that got to do with it?
Focused on these issues if you had to worry about paying your bills. feeding your family and surviving.
That's what separates the typical person that really cares and the ones who don't. It has nothing to do with your income. Anybody could become an activist. That nigga Malcolm X came out of jail with nothing, fam. He bought himself a wristwatch, I think a suit, and a fucking briefcase, and got to work, fam. Handing out flyers on the corner. Hey, we talking about this. It's nothing to be an activist, fam. It's about how bad you want to be an activist, fam. And Kyrie's showing that, bro. That's a bad example. Period.
He wouldn't have to be concerned about those things. Now, why do I bring that up? Because it's not what he feels, it's who he's talking to, why he says it. I really, really don't care what y'all have to ask. That's not what's on my mind.
Cause if he don't come, he gets fined. And what was you saying? Oh, okay. Man, I need to find Kyrie Irving. He don't want to show up. He don't want to talk to reporters. So now when he tells people what is on his mind, now all of a sudden it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? He can't, bro. Y'all just want him to be this little puppet, fam. He don't come. Man, find his ass. Kyrie is just a big distraction. But whenever he does come to the post game interviews or whatever, and he says what he has to say, then Kyrie, he's just so smart. Nobody cares. Like, huh? What do you want from him, bro?
You can't chew gum and walk at the same time? You just finished playing basketball. That is your job, and what you're saying is that it's not important. Now, you haven't played like it because he's a showstopper, he's box office, he's absolutely electrifying, and we have to pay attention to that. You walk through the turnstile to see Kyrie Irving because he's that special. Mm-hmm. But the flip side to it is that, my God, you better win. Because when you sit up here and you have that kind of attitude, but then...
To the reporters, not to his teammates, that they was on his ass about a couple of years back. That's what helps him win, is the coaching staff and his teammates, not the reporters.
You go out there, if you lose when the expectation is for you to win, people are going to point to moments just like that.
And they're dumbasses.
And the reason they're going to have an attitude with you is not because you cared and you may have prioritized something else in the crevices of your mind more so than basketball. It's that you're implying that other people don't. When you say stuff like that, we all care about that. We don't want to see people dying. We don't want to see people struggling. We don't want to see people starving. Of course, particularly if you're black, you have been ravaged by racism and prejudice and bigotry and being marginalized and minimized. We all go through that. This is not new to him. So when you sit up there and you look at people and you say stuff like that, you're talking to other people and you're saying, well, this might not be on your mind, but it's on my mind. And the fact is, you don't know. It's just that people may have jobs to do, like you have a job to do. So while you're there...
Like I said, fam, that's what I'm saying. He just letting y'all know what his mind is on. He ain't trying to answer them questions, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they care, which they probably do care, but they don't care enough like Kyrie does. Kyrie is speak on it. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying, whatever he's doing outside of basketball, you know what I'm saying, he's doing that. The reporters and all of them is not doing that. They could, but they choose not to because they do not care that much like Kyrie does. You understand what I'm saying?
Just do it. Do your job. And part of his job is, oh my God, stop the presses. Your job might actually be not just playing basketball, but answering questions about it for 10 minutes. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Really? Have we done something that tragic, Max? Where to ask?
Bro, that shit's stupid, bro.
Because I think we've all felt in life where we've seen some things going on in the world or learned about them and said, wait a minute, the world should stop spinning right now until that's addressed. Like, we should not be paying attention to any trivial thing in the world until that's addressed. So I hear you, Kyrie, and I agree with you. There are terrible things happening in this world. And sometimes answering questions about basketball or anyone doing their job feels ridiculous. Until, whoa, 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 everybody, all 7 billion of us, let's take care of that, right? But what Stephen A., what you're talking about is being a professional. You know who I think about? Our colleague here at ESPN, Teddy Atlas. Ever talk to Teddy or read anything that Teddy's written about his father and how his father showed him how to be a professional, what that really means? Talk to Magic Johnson, talking about, like, I can't get the papers or what was it, the garbage, his garbage off the stoop. It's frozen. His dad's a kid, when he's a kid. It doesn't matter if it's frozen. Our job is to collect that. You go chip the ice away and go get it, right? About being a professional. Stephen A., your mother, my father. These people spent decade after decade after decade making a living caring for large families, right? You can't miss a day of work. You know, you can't be sick. Don't get sick. And if you are, figure it out. Being a professional, I get every single thing you're saying. I would just say to Kyrie that I get how you feel, Kyrie, and oftentimes I and many feel the same way. And I appreciate that when microphones are in front of your face and cameras are on you, you're saying, wait a minute, people are listening to me right now. I can't talk about a pick and roll. I need to talk about babies dying and how to stop this. Kyrie, I hear you and I agree. I would just like to point out something, and Stephen A., I think essentially we're agreeing on this, but you tell me if it's anything different. The reason the microphones are on you and the cameras are on you is because you're great at basketball. That's why people care what you say. And if you really care about even delivering that message, if you want to amplify your voice to change the world, as stupid as it may seem, win. Win. Stephen A., Muhammad Ali would not mean what he meant in history. He'd be more of a footnote if he lost to George Foreman in Zaire. That's just the way it is. People would not be talking about him the same way, and he would not have had the voice he had. So if Kyrie is really serious about this, and I believe in his sincerity about this,
I agree.
Win.
I agree.
But not just be box office. Do your best to amplify your voice, and however you feel.
I agree with that. That Muhammad Ali, that's a very good example. You know what I'm saying? Max be having some good points sometimes. Just Stephen A. Smith, and I love Stephen A. Smith. He's hella entertaining. I've been watching him for years. When it comes to Kyrie Irving and some other shit, bro, it just really Kyrie Irving. This should just be pissing me out, man. But if you like the video, like the video. If you feel different on this topic, bro, just let me know in the comments below. We could talk about it. But I said what I said. I spoke my piece, and I'm cool with it. And this was my last video for the day. I probably might do some later on tonight, but I'm definitely doing something tomorrow. So y'all be in tune for that and just run up my likes and run up the views and just support what I do. And check out my prank that I did on my girl. You know what I'm saying? Link is in the description. I think that's a very funny video. And I'm out of here, man. Y'all take it easy.